What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! Got the top 10 small forwards of all time. Heavily requested. The last one disappointed me real heavily. They left out players like Tracy McGrady, Klay Thompson. There better be a Tracy McGrady in this one. You already know they're probably going to dick ride LeBron. He's probably going to be in the top 3. I'm really hoping he's not, but he's most likely is. Doesn't deserve it, but probably, you know what I'm saying, going to give our hopes up more than we can keep them expectations low. You know what I'm saying? If you keep your expectations high, but have a thought of having them low at the same time, you won't be disappointed. Let's get on to the action.
Welcome to Mixtape Videos. We're continuing our rankings of the top 10 players at each position, and
Dominique
this week
Wilkins.
we're ranking the top 10 small
Dr.
forwards.
J.
Make sure you watch our top 10 point guards video and our top 10 shooting guards video.
Yeah, it was
Before
terrible.
we start, here are a few details on the criteria we used for these rankings. We looked into essential stats like points, rebounds, steals, and shooting percentage, just to name a few, but we also looked at advanced analytics like PER, offensive and defensive rating, win shares, and more. To keep things balanced, we also took into consideration a player's individual achievements, playoff performances, and any other pertinent accolades. We won't be able to list all of these details for each player, but we'll give a basic run-through of each player's strengths and major achievements. Okay, now that that's
Imagine
all out of
getting
the way,
dunked on by
let's
Paul
get
Pierce,
started.
yo. Dude is the slowest slug in the NBA.
Number 10, Alex English. After a slow start in Milwaukee,
Bro, if they put that dude on there, they better put T-Mac on this fucking list, bro.
Nuggets, where he had career averages of around 26 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 4 assists. He won the scoring title once, is top 20 in total points, has the 7th highest offensive rating among small forwards, and is 17th in points per game for the playoffs.
Wow.
He was such a prolific scorer that he was the first player ever to string together 8 straight 2,000-point seasons.
Wow. I didn't know that was an accomplishment, but okay.
Number 9, Adrian Dantley.
Okay, now we're there.
Much
Now
like
she's
Alex
naming
English,
no-name-ass
Adrian
players
Dantley had
I've
a
never
slow
heard of
start to his
before.
career.
T-Mac
He was
has to be
traded
on there.
several times before
This
finally
casual
landing
behind
in the
basketball
league.
player. Look how
It
stiff
was
he
there
plays.
that he built his legend, averaging over 30 points a game 4 times and winning the scoring title twice.
He averaged 30
Dantley
points a
has
game
the
with that
highest
shot.
offensive rating
There was
ever
no
among
competition
small
back in the
forwards.
day in the league,
Is
bro. I'm telling you, if
17th
I played back in the day in the
all-time
league, I would
offensive
average
shares
40, 50
and
points,
has
bro.
the second highest career field goal percentage of all time for any player not a power forward or center. On top of all of his scoring, Dantley averaged nearly 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal per game. Number 8, Dominique Wilkins.
Yep, he has to be on here.
Dominique Wilkins has a reputation of being one of the best dunkers the NBA has ever seen, which earned him the nickname the Human Highlight Film. Wilkins was somewhat of a gunner, averaging over 20 field goal attempts per game for his career, but with a career shooting percentage over 46%, can you blame him? He's 12th all-time in total points,
Windmill.
14th in points per game for the regular season and the playoffs, and 5th among small forwards and
Bro,
rebounds
3
per game.
niggas got dunked on?
He had 2 seasons where he averaged over 30 points a game and just barely missed that mark in 2 other seasons. Number 7, Julius Erving.
Dr. J.
For some, it may be surprising to see Dr. J at the 7th spot and not higher up on our list. Our reasoning is simple. Erving's most amazing years happened while playing in the ABA, a league that fostered a much different game than the NBA. As a
I heard about
player,
the
he was
ABA,
amazing,
but what is that
we're
an
ranking
excuse
the
for?
best NBA small forwards. So while he averaged nearly 30 points and 12 rebounds in the ABA, his numbers dropped to 22 and 7 in the NBA.
So?
Still, Erving was a dominant
So you would make
player,
that based on
averaging
because
4
the
assists,
NBA
2
didn't have their
steals,
budget
over
right and they
1
wanted to
block per
separate
game,
the
in
league.
addition to his scoring output.
Bro, this lady does not
He's
know
a
anything about
3-time
basketball,
ABA
bro.
MVP
Dr.
and
J
a
definitely should be a little bit
one-time
higher than
NBA
that.
MVP. He won 2 ABA championships and 1 NBA championship. With his ABA and NBA points combined,
He can't
he's the
dribble for
6th
shit, though, I can
highest
tell you
scorer
that.
all time
He dribbles like a
with
kindergartner, bro.
30,026 points. Because of his flashy style, Erving was one of the first off-the-court superstars of the NBA, being the first one to have a signature shoe.
Nice.
Dr. J basically changed the game, and with his numerous accomplishments, he solidified his place in history.
Wow.
Number 6, Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen. Jordan's
Forever known
sidekick.
as the Robin to Jordan's Batman, Scottie Pippen was the perfect sidekick. He did everything.
I just said that
In
too.
addition to averaging about 18 points
You're only
a game
known
in
because of
Chicago,
Jordan, Scottie
he also
Pippen.
pulled down nearly 7 rebounds a game.
Dude, this should not be
dished
this
out
high.
around 5
I mean,
assists, and
he's better
recorded
than
about
T-Mac.
2
That shit
steals
is
and
crazy.
1 block.
I mean, maybe T-Mac is a little bit
He's
lower.
6th
Who
all-time
knows?
in total steals,
Or higher.
4th
You know what? I
among
think
small forwards
all
in
the time we go
defensive
lower
rating,
is higher, but
and
it's
12th
weird.
all-time in win shares for
Let's
the
just say
playoffs.
top whatever.
He's also 10th among small forwards in offensive rating and 8th among small forwards in rebounds per game. It's hard to say the Bulls would have won 6 rings without Jordan. In fact, it's safe to say they probably wouldn't have. But
Exactly.
at the same time, Pippen's skills perfectly complemented Jordan's, and the two were essential parts of arguably the greatest team in NBA history. Number 5, Paul Pierce.
Shitty Pierce.
Depending on who you ask, Paul Pierce could go anywhere on this list. He's top 20
He deserves to
in
be in the
total
number 9
points
spot.
and has an
Probably
NBA
number
title
11.
and Finals
He's not in the
MVP
top
as
10 in
to
my
an
opinion,
illustrious
small
career,
forwards list.
Not to mention a reputation for being one of the most clutch players.
I'm surprised you haven't put Gerald Wallace. Where's Rudy Gay?
Boston, but the team's
Y'all haven't heard of
records
these players?
fluctuated until he teamed up with Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen. His name is all over the Celtics record books, an impressive feat considering how many great players have been a part of the franchise. Among small forwards, he's 9th all-time in offensive rating and 6th all-time in defensive rating. Number 4, Elgin
Bro,
Baylor.
where is Tracy
Now
McGrady,
back to
bro?
the good old days of the NBA. Elgin Baylor was an excellent scorer, but he was also a tremendous rebounder, averaging over 13 per game for his career.
13?
In his rookie year, he averaged nearly 25 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists per game, earning him Rookie of the Year honors. He led the Lakers from a horrid 19-53 record the year before to 33-39 and the NBA Finals.
Wow.
Baylor is 3rd all-time in points per game, 1st among
Damn.
small forwards in rebounds per game, and 6th all-time in points per game for the playoffs. He averaged 30 or more points per game for 3 seasons.
Bro, these people back in the day
including a
cannot
season where
dribble.
he
Oh my
averaged
gosh,
over
bro. I'll rip the
38
shit out of
points a
them,
game.
dude.
He had only 3 seasons
Bro,
where
I'll be
he
averaging
averaged
20
less than
steals a
10
game, bro.
rebounds and averaged 12
These
or more
niggas dribble like
rebounds
kindergartners,
9
bro.
times. The dude was a beast. He averaged over 38 points a game in the playoffs twice. Yeah, there's all that noise about the league being different back then, but you can't punish him for being good. He dominated.
So Bro, this lady is literally sat here and contradicted herself. You remember early on that she was talking about Dr. J saying that, oh, it doesn't count with being played in the ABA time, but all of a sudden, since it's Elgin Baylor, you can tell she's probably a Lakers fan or some shit. It doesn't matter. She just clearly mentioned that even though he played at a different time, no, you keep that same fucking energy. So now I already know this shit is another bias, you know what I'm saying, list, bro. Like,
Dominated, plain and simple.
you literally just contradicted
Number 3,
yourself.
LeBron
Yes,
James.
LeBron's number 3. Thank you for putting him
We have
number
a
3.
feeling we're gonna
Thank
get
you.
torched
Thank
for
you.
putting LeBron at
Thank
3rd
you.
instead of 2nd or 1st. But hear us out before you flip out like we insulted your mother.
Thank you. Thank
When
you
it's
for putting
all
him
said and
number 3.
done,
Good job.
LeBron will
This is the biggest
probably
W you
be
had
the
this
greatest
entire
small forward
series.
ever. However, it's not all said and done. LeBron is still in his prime, so his numbers are inflated.
LeBron is
since
not
they
in his
haven't yet
prime
been
anymore,
impacted
man.
by
He
his
left his
older
prime
years,
after the Heat,
where
bro.
he will inevitably decline. Everything from points, rebounds, defense, PER, all of it will dramatically decrease as he ages. So it's hard to compare his current standings to other players who have already aged and retired. That being said, obviously, LeBron is an amazing player. He's already top 20 in total points, 11th in total win shares for the regular season, and 2nd in win shares for the playoffs. He has 2 championships, 2 Finals MVP awards, and 4 regular season MVPs. LeBron is a wonder of physical achievements. He's never been the best shooter, but his passing and athleticism allow him to dominate the game anytime he wishes.
Damn.
Number 2, Rick Barry.
Rick Barry?
Might be one of the
Who the
most
fuck is?
underrated
Oh, he
players
played for the
in
Warriors, so
NBA
it's valid.
history.
It's okay.
He averaged
Nice.
over
Number
30
2?
points a game 4 times.
But where's
In
Tracy
his
McGrady? He's number 1, right?
The team improved from 17 to 35 victories, mostly due
He's
to
on the
his
Warriors, so
26
it's
points and
a
11
definite
rebounds per
excuse.
game,
I didn't even
which
know
earned
Rick
him
Barry
Rookie of the
was.
Year honors. In the 1967 NBA Finals,
Yeah, if they
Barry
play for the
averaged
Warriors,
nearly
most of the time they're
41
going to be
points per
probably
game,
good
along with
because just
9 rebounds and
the way the
3
franchise
assists.
was built.
That's 41 points against the 76ers, who had Wilt Chamberlain. Rick Barry has the highest defensive rating among small forwards for the regular season and the playoffs, and is 15th all-time in points per game for the playoffs. He pretty much did it all, with NBA career averages of 23 points, 6.5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. He won a championship with the Warriors in 1975 and won Finals MVP. Number 1, Larry Bird. When you
You don't put Tracy McGrady at all in this list. This lady was definitely born in 2005, bro. Like, there's just no excuse how you put a nigga like Elgin Baylor, Alex English, like Elgin Baylor, okay, the reason why he's relevant is because of really my team in 2K. Let's be 100% honest. Nobody knows who Elgin Baylor is. Does anybody own an Elgin Baylor's jersey? Alex English, like, you didn't put Tracy McGrady. You put Paul Pierce over Tracy McGrady. Imagine me paying tickets to watch Paul Pierce. Like, it's crazy, bro. This dude, Paul Pierce, faked like he was injured because he had diarrhea. All because this dude doesn't know how to properly eat before a huge playoff basketball game in the finals. Like, I lost all hope, bro. Like, this generation doesn't know nothing about basketball, bro.
Larry Bird has to be at the top.
Larry Bird is not number one small forward, bro. I'd rather you put LeBron over Larry Bird, bro. Larry fucking Bird, bro. Larry Bird is like the most casual corner jump shooter in the NBA, bro.
Greatest shooters of all time, greatest defenders of all time. He's just one of the greatest players of all time.
Yeah, she definitely sucked this dude off something. The person of this channel, if she's a lady or whatever, she definitely has some affairs with Larry Bird. She just said greatest defender, greatest passer, scorer, everything in that category is small forward. Bro, Larry Bird was literally a person who sat in the corner while somebody was an ISOer on the court and was just always open, is always going to be able to shoot over those because he's fucking 7 foot small forward, bro. This dude is possibly the slowest, like, he runs a 9 flat in a 40, bro. He has no vert. His defense is probably average. The reason why his defense is probably good, if that, is because he's tall and he has a long arm span. If you're that tall with a long arm span, your defense better be good. He doesn't have no shoe deals. He's not a fan favorite. Like, his popularity just in general in the NBA, like, how can you even just disrespectfully put him number 1 and not have T-Mac on the list? Like I said, I'd rather LeBron be number 1, bro. This is invalid top 10 small forwards list, bro.
Period. He's top 20
this
in
is
points
sad
per
at this
game,
point, bro.
4th among small forwards in offensive
Larry Bird,
rating,
bro.
and 3rd in defensive rating.
You didn't put Gerald
Despite
Wallace.
playing on a
You didn't put Rudy
talented
Gay
Celtics
on this
team that
list.
featured
Are
several
you
Hall of
serious?
Famers, Bird distinguished himself as the best player.
Like, how
winning
you,
3
bro,
MVP
like,
awards and 2 Finals MVP awards, along with his 3 rings. So what do you think of our list?
Trash.
Is there someone we left out?
Yes, we
Let
left
us
out a
know.
whole bunch of fucking players. T-Mac is number 1. Gerald Wallace, Rudy Gay. Maybe not Rudy Gay as much, but he's definitely considered in the top 10. Definitely T-Mac and Gerald Wallace you left out. Speaking aside, I don't even need to explain everything about T-Mac. If you know who T-Mac is, you know that the dude was probably the closest thing to Michael Jordan. He's better than Kobe Bryant in my opinion, bro, if he didn't get injured. Next to that, you have Gerald Wallace. Gerald Wallace is probably the most underrated small forward coming out of the East, their conference, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. It's just disrespectful, bro.